This is my knitting sewing podcast or YouTube episode thing, and I'm sorry that I'm quite quiet. I probably shouldn't be recording right now, but my voice has been gone for the last 3 weeks and I really want to talk. I really want to talk to someone. My husband's been on holiday for the last 8 days, so I haven't had anyone to talk to. I've been resting my voice, and the 2 weeks before then I couldn't really talk. I should probably make this podcast quite short because, yeah, I'm not sure how long my voice will last. But let's whiz on. What do I have? I'll talk about what I'm wearing first, just briefly. Everything will be brief. This is the Puff Crop by Amy Lupton of Boho Chic Fibre Co. I knitted it. This was the second jumper that I ever knit, and I remember buying the wool during lockdown, like just as the shops opened for the first time. It was the first time I bought wool, and it was Rico design, chunky. It was a tweed. I'll write everything in the description box below. Licorice tea. You can't really see it that well, but I'll try and stand up. I made a rather large, that's my phone, rather large mistake right in the middle. I think it was where you join, like when I separated for the arms and the body, and then I just didn't use my brain, so. And I think I might have done the increases wrong because it's really obvious in this fabric, like these lines. I don't actually mind, and Annie has a pattern that actually looks like that, but I don't know, but I wear it, so it's fine. I have one finished object and I'm wearing it. It doesn't go at all with what I'm wearing, but it's another Renga beret. But this time, I'll insert some footage. I looked on Instagram, a crafter's tale. She'd made a beret for her daughter, I believe, with the mushroom theme, and I was so cute. And I have some leftover Drops Alaska wool from my Christmas jumper that I made last year, and I used that to make it, and it took about 2 days, 2.5 maybe, if you include sewing individually the what do you call them, the white bits. Yeah, it's really cute, I love it. So that's my finished object. And I'm currently working on 2 jumpers. The first is the Salty Air Tea by Samantha Guerin. I'll write it down below. I am really looking forward to seeing this when it's blocked. So I've split for the sleeves. This is about 5 hours, 6 hours of stockinette. It's going to take me a while. Good thing it's cropped. I'm using wool that I got last year or this year. I'm not sure. I made an Easter bunny jumper and the carrots were this colour and this wool, and I had loads left over because I had no idea how much I needed to buy. This is Pumpkin by Yarn Home. It's a Lithuanian company, and I get a bit confused by their description of the weight. So it's either a fingering weight or a sport. I can't quite remember, but it says something like fingering lace weight, but then the meterage is more like sport. I think it was 300 meters per 100 grams. So, not sure, but I haven't checked the gauge. I am doing size 2 because I wasn't sure if it was going to come out too tight. So we shall see. We shall see. I'm using a really cute stitch marker. I don't think you'll be able to see it. I'll show you. It's a cup of tea from Chapel View Crafts in the UK. My second work in progress is my husband's jumper that will be his Christmas present. This is the Flax pullover by TIncan knits, and I'm knitting it in Navia trio yarn. I also have no idea, my gauge was totally off. I talked about that 2 or 3 episodes ago, but I don't have enough voice to go into detail. But that's the wrong way around. So I am doing it with the pearl bumps on the arms, and then the rest is stockinette. I think I was going with size 4, but then the gauge just didn't seem like it didn't seem big enough. Like the raglan wasn't deep enough, so I went up to size 5, but I think I'm going to do the body on size 4. But my husband's coming back today, so I will put this on him and see how far I have more to go, and then at the bottom I'm going to add some colour work, but that is a surprise. So that's how far I am on here. There's so much that I wanted to talk about, and I was so hopeful that I would be able to talk. I can talk about 2 more things, and then I think I'm done. So about 3 weeks ago, I got a message from Stephanie from Gullet Farms. Loud construction noises. Yeah, Stephanie from Gullet Farms messaged me, and she asked if I wanted to have a sample skein of their new Romney Shetland blend that they were releasing on November 1st. And it's funny because I had been dreaming all week about Shetland. I have no idea why. I had dreams I visited Shetland. I was going there on a boat like every night, and like everything seemed to have Shetland involved. I was knitting something and I just picked up a random skein of yarn, and it was Shetland wool, and I can't even remember now, it was 3 weeks ago, but like Shetland just kept coming up. And then Stephanie messaged and said it was a Shetland blend, and I was like, yes, it's a sign. I need this in my life. So although technically the wool she sent me was gifted and it was free, I actually paid probably more than it would have cost to just buy it in customs and handling fees. So it's also not a full skein. They're 50 grams, I believe, and mine is 40, but it's so beautiful. So I'm very excited to try this. It's a colour I don't ever ever knit with, but it's so beautiful. So I'm trying to figure out if there's a pair of mittens or what I can do with it to give it a whirl. I'll link them down below. They are a really small farmette, and they have a small flock of, they're in Devonshire, they have organic, everything's organic, small flock of Romney sheep and 6 Shetland sheep. So if you order their Shetland blend, you'll get the name of which sheep it comes from. So they mix one single Shetland, so this one is Ibiza sheep mixed with some of their Romney, but each sheep obviously has a different name, and that will be written on the label, and they come in 6 different shades. Oh, and it's so beautiful. This one's really soft in my opinion, but Stephanie said that they all have different characteristics, so some are softer than others, some are more rustic. So I'm not sure where this is on the soft scale, but to me it's really nice. What else to say? I'm really excited to try it. I'm really happy. I am laughing at myself for just paying customs. It took 3 weeks to get here. It got stuck in customs, then DHL didn't deliver it to me. They just sent it to a post office, and I went to the post office and they didn't have it. Then I had to go back. I went back a couple of times, and today they finally had it. So it's finally here. It was supposed to be here before the launch of their yarn, so couldn't talk about it before, but now I have. And they also have some Romney on their web shop, and I really want to get some. So I might have to order it to my mum. She lives in the UK, so maybe in January or March, whenever I see her next, she can yarn mule some over to me. Okay, I'm going to try and talk about 2 more things. Okay. I waited impatiently for this book. I'm so excited that it's here. I know there was a lot of drama with Germany not having enough books. Actually, I think all over the world there wasn't enough books. I pre-ordered, but it was still another, I don't even know, like 3-4 weeks, can't remember, until I got it. Now it's here. So I'm very excited. I don't know if you have watched my episodes before, but if you have, I've knitted several pairs of socks, Easter bunny ones, Christmas puddings, squirrels, radishes. I love her patterns, so I'm so excited that this book is in my hands. And one more thing that I will talk about, and then I'm going. Thanks to my lovely friend Nina, she yarn muled this baby for me from England. This is the Buffy yarn collection from Skein and the Stitch, and this is the Vengeance Demon colour. I started watching Buffy again just before I heard about the release of this collection, and Anya is one of my favourite characters, so you know, I had to support her yarn wise. But the customs was a pickle, and I didn't want to buy one skein and pay customs, which is kind of funny because I ended up doing that with this anyway. But Nina was very lovely, and she was visiting the Yarndale, was it Yarndale? I think Yarndale yarn festival, and she picked this up for me and she brought it back to Germany and she posted it to me, so thank you. So I'm trying to figure out what to make with this. This one's merino 4-ply. There isn't any nylon in this one, so it's not for socks. Could be a shawl. I do know that I have a lot of shawl patterns, so I could add this to one. I'm working on it. At the moment I'm just enjoying looking at it because it's so beautiful. And the croakiness has taken over, so alas, I shall bid you farewell. Sorry if the sound is a bit pants. Hopefully I can record again soon, but I don't really know what this is. And this is the first time I've spoken, so I don't really know how long it'll last. I'm not sure when I'll be able to record again because I don't know what's happening with my throat. But hopefully it heals and I'll stop talking now and it'll be better. So thank you. That was my phone. Thank you for watching if you got this far, and I'll hopefully see you next time.